What's up guys, this is KTV lesson number 70, the song The Dead Can Testify by Billy Talent, and first up, the song is in drop D, so you need to tune your 6th string down till it sounds like this. And there's nothing left to say, so let's get started with the intro right away, which should sound like this. And this is how it works. First, we pick the 6th string empty. Now first finger on the 5th and 3rd finger on the 8th. So we get now 8th again and 5th. And then we just go 5th and 8th, 8th and 5th over and over. So it's really just 5-8, 8-5 over and over again. And the second part of the intro starts just as the first part of the intro. We pick again the 6th empty, 5th, 8th, now empty, and 8-5. So we get empty, 5-8, empty, 8-5. Then we pick the 6 twice empty, then 5-8, empty, 8-5. So we get empty, 5-8, empty, 8-5, empty, empty, 5-8, empty, 8-5. And we do the exact same thing on the 7th and 10th. So empty, 7-10, empty, 10-7, empty, empty, 7-10, empty, 10-7. The exact same thing on the 4th and 7th. And back to the 5th and 8th. So we get and that's the whole intro. I recommend you guys to use a lot less distortion in the verse, and this is how the verse works. First we put our first finger on the 6th on the 1st string, 2nd finger on the 7th on the 3rd, and 3rd finger on the 8th on the 2nd string. We pick the 3rd, 2nd and 1st string together. Now we put our fingers on like this. 1st finger 5th on the 1st string, 3rd finger 7th on the 3rd, and pinky on the 7th on the 2nd string. Now we switch to this chord, 1st finger now on the 8th on the 1st string, 3rd finger on the 10th on the 2nd string, and pinky on the 11th on the 3rd string. And back to the first one. So far we've got now we pick the first one again, second one again. Now we put our first finger on the 5th over the 3rd, 2nd and 1st string, and put our 3rd finger on the 7th on the 2nd string. And in the end we put our first finger on the 7th on the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 8th on the 4th string, and 3rd finger on the 8th on the 2nd string. Be careful not to pick the 1st, 5th and 6th string. And that's the whole verse. In the pre-chorus we've got two riffs. The first one starts off with the first on the 6th, 5th and 4th string. We pick it, let it ring. And then we do the thing from the intro riff again. And we do this twice. And the second riff of the pre-chorus starts with the first as well. Pick it. And then we slide up onto the 4th, on the 5th, now third finger on the 7th, up onto the 8th, and up on the 10th. So we get and then we put our first finger on the 3rd and 2nd string on the 7th, pick the 4th, 3rd and 2nd together, and then we put our 3rd finger on the 10th on the 2nd string. We pick both of these chords 8 times each. And that's the whole pre-chorus. Next up is the chorus, and for the chorus we put our first finger on the 8th, on the 6th, 5th and 4th string. The first time we just go down, 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 up, and then we slide down into the 3rd, pick it 8 times down and up. Then we put our fingers on like this, first finger on the 3rd, on the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 5th, on the 4th string, and pinky on the 5th, on the 3rd string 8 times. First finger on the 5th, and now the 8th 8 times as well, and the whole riff again. And the third time we played, we picked the 8th 8 times, 3rd 8 times, 1st 8 times, 5th 8 times, and again the first finger on the 7th, on the 3rd and 2nd string, we pick the 4th, 3rd and 2nd again, 8 times down, and first finger on the 10th, on the 2nd as before. And that's the whole chorus. The only part left is the solo, which should sound like this. This is how it works. First we put our first finger on the 5th string, 3rd finger on the 7th on the 5th string, slide up onto the 9th, first finger on the 5th on the 4th, 7th on the 4th with the 3rd finger, slide up onto the 8th, first finger on the 5th on the 3rd, and 3rd finger on the 7th on the 3rd. Then we pick it again, the 7th, and pull it off. Pick the 8th on the 4th and pull it off. 5th on the 4th and pull it off. So now first finger goes onto the 7th on the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 8th, 7th again, so we get, pull it off again, 10th on the 4th, and 7th on the 3rd again. So now first finger on the 8th on the 4th, 10th with your 3rd finger, 12th, and pull it off. 7th with your first finger and pull it off. 4th with your first finger and pull it off. So 10th on the 4th, 8th, 7th, 7th again, 8th, 10th and pull it off, 7th and pull it off, 4th and pull it off, so 10th, 12th, 10th, pull it off, then 8th and 10th. So far we've got and now 5th on the 4th, 7th, 8th and pull it off, 5th and pull it off, 8th and pull it off again, and 7th and 5th. And that's already the whole song. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave a thumbs up if you did, helps me out a lot. Keep on subscribing, and I hope I will see you next time. Hi to Nicole.